his post.
All right, and let's come back home now and talk about the festivities. And I don't know if you're ready to enjoy your holidays. Some of us are going to be working through the holidays, but we'll still look for a way of enjoying ourselves despite that fact. But before we have that discussion, let me introduce the panelists that we have this morning. And to my extreme left, we are joined by Simon Kabu from Bonfire Adventures. Thank you for joining us. We also have Kate Snow, who is in the marketing department, Diani Beach Festival. Thank you for joining us. And last but not least, we have Martin Mwangi from the Concord. All right, so let me start with the latecomers. They're those, I mean, Kenyans are very well known for doing things last minute. And I'll start with you, Simon. Is it too late to book something now for the holidays? And holidays here is, of course, starting from Christmas all the way to New Year.
Thanks so much. It's not yet late, but in a way, it's a little bit late. Being late, there's a cost that you pay for.
Okay.
That means that
it's late to get a deal.
Yes, in a way, but all is not lost. Those last minute people, we still cater for them, but at least there's a little bit of a premium that they will pay. Because where flights are involved, where some hotels are involved, you find most hotels that have good value for money got booked early enough. But now, the others that maybe have held rooms or there are some cancellations, so the cost will be a little bit of a premium. Yes.
But it's not too late. Somebody can still get a deal.
Yes.
Okay. I'll come back to you on the best way to ensure that you enjoy your holiday experience. And I'm sure that starts from planning early and planning destinations. But let me come to you, Martin, on what somebody now can do if you're already late. How do you ensure that you don't miss out completely? You may pay that premium that Simon is talking about, but how do you ensure that you don't miss out completely?
Thank you, Michael. Fortunately, we are talking of a country that has over 60 game reserves and national parks. When Kenyans talk of holiday, they are thinking Mombasa. So if you want a deal in Mombasa right now, I can tell you, like in Bahari Dar Beach Villas, you're not going to get because it's full.
It's fully booked.
It's fully booked. However, it does not mean that you cannot go for holiday because the Mara Concord is still open for sale, and actually the whole Mara environment is not as hectic as going to Mombasa. So you still, as a Kenyan, be able to get a deal. Of course, you can also move from Murang'a and come to Nairobi and enjoy. So when you talk of holiday, and especially domestic tourism, it's broad. But we have narrowed it down to Mombasa. We have narrowed it down to the beach. And we need to think of the various cultural activities, various other regions that we are able to visit, other than just focusing on one area. And then you end up paying 3 times
the amount. And you've mentioned the Mara. I know the Mara is very popular, especially when we're having the wildebeest migration. But you don't hear much about the Mara right now and possibly even towards January. Are there activities that change in the Mara? Or is it, I mean, a holiday really, and we'll be talking about the experience, is not just about the migration, for example, if it's a Mara, but it's an experience. It's the experience that you have in a different environment.
Very true, Michael. The thing is that life is about hierarchies of need. When you talk of Mara and the migration, you're talking about foreign tourism. Now, even in tourism, there are hierarchies. You start from moving from one village to the city, to the nearest town, then to the city, before you can start now taking your family for holiday. So for holiday as well, you will start with a Kenyan will start with where they hear mainly that people go, and that is Mombasa. But after people are tired with Mombasa, we are going to be hearing much more of Masai Mara, because then we are going to move from the beach, mesmerization with the beach, to the Big Five.
Okay. And let me come to Kate. You're part of the organizing team for Diani Beach Festival. What is that all about? And I know Mombasa is going to be chock-a-block.
Yes, well, just in terms of the beach, I think the beach is just a happy place. People are happy when they're at the beach. In terms of the festival, it's, we're in conjunction with the Kenya Tourism Board. This festival is combining music, sport, and lifestyle. So we are wanting to show the world what Kenya has to offer. We're fortunate enough to have such a beautiful beach, Diani Beach, the white sands, the clear water, the sun, the incredible restaurants that we have on the strip, the bars. And we are showing the world, we're bringing local artists to this festival, the likes of Sauti Soul, Yashinsky, incredible DJs, DJ Adrian, DJ Case, DJ UV, who are all coming to perform for their fans.
And how long is the festival going to be?
So the festival will run from the 29th till the 31st. So it's a 3-day festival. During the daytime, we have an array of activities for people to enjoy. We've got the skydive. It's the home of the skydive Diani. So you'll be seeing people jumping out of planes throughout the day. And then during the evening, it will turn into sort of like a music festival. But it's also, it's very family orientated. You know, we welcome people from all walks of life, all backgrounds, all ages. And especially with the new venue as well, is extremely unique. It's a very friendly, fun vibe. And yeah, we just encourage anyone.
Looking forward to that. And let me come to you, Simon. And I know Bonfire Adventures is, I mean, it's literally put its head out there in terms of holiday destinations and all that. But maybe talk to us on what we need to know to have a good holiday, to enjoy a holiday, to maximize.
First, you need to understand what type of a person are you. There are like two types of people. The people who are a little bit held back, and there are those people who love adventure. When you come to our place, we advise you, we first analyze you and understand what, from the talk, what would you want? From there, we're able to tell you, if you want to go and relax, go to this destination. There are those people who love adventure. There are some, what is the composition of the people traveling for holiday? Are there kids? We give you destinations which are kid-friendly and hotels that are kids-friendly. So we will not take you to a tree hotel when you have kids. Assume like treetop and all that, because it is not. But we'll take you hotels that
that have activities
for the kid. Then what are the ages and what is your I don't know, I can say, are you able to get visas? There are some people that will come to us, they want to travel to US, but we tell them it's unlikely that you'll get a visa because of the way, with time we have learned how the systems work.
So you can advise.
If you are a young people, you don't have ties here in Kenya, you don't have an income, and you want to go to US alone for a holiday, you are single, we'll tell you it's unlikely that you'll get a visa. So those are the things that we advise. And again, depending on the time that is remaining, right now, if you want to travel like to Dubai, for example, next week, you might not be able to travel because there's a visa that is required and it takes a certain number of days. So at what time did you want to book? If you book early, we're able to plan, and if it's visas, if some documents are required, we're able to provide them for you. But depending on the time that you have, like now the people who want to travel, the people right now who are coming to office, we are telling them, go to visa-free. If you're not traveling domestically, I mean locally, we tell them get
to a visa-free country.
Yes, visa-free country. Then if you're traveling here, we evaluate you, and maybe last year you went to Coast, the other year you went to Coast, we tell you, you can change the destination now. Go to Masai Mara, go to Samburu, go to Meru National Park. Or some people, we are telling them, go to like, we have hotels, maybe like Central, Kambani, you know, go to a place that you have never been. Yes.
All right. And maybe just so that we understand, is it possible, number one, to book a holiday now for Christmas next year? And what do I stand to save? Because I think many of us go with the feeling of the day. We'll end up booking our holidays when it's so close to Christmas. Whereas if I started planning now, if it is possible to book my holiday now for next year, it helps me in every way, financially planning, mentally, in terms of visas, if it's visas, if I need, and everything. But how much do I stand to save if I book now for next year?
This is an advice, and I want to start sensitizing people next year. If you book your holiday early, you save a lot of money and you save a lot of hassle and you get what you want.
What you're looking for.
The hotels that have good value for money or destinations that have good value for money get filled up fast before we go to the next and the next and the next. From January 1st or 2nd or 3rd, we'll have the Christmas 2019 out. If you book that, like now, this year we have like around 200 people going to Singapore, Malaysia, who started to book very early, and they got a very good deal that normally you not get. The people who booked, who started reserving Dubai, like Dubai early, or coast, they're able to get good deals which no one can be able to get. Yes, it is possible to start booking early, and again, you don't have the strain to pay. We have a system where you lipa pole pole. So you start paying per month. Maybe if your package is 100,000, you start paying per month. So you pay 10,000 per month. In fact, if I give you an example, the people who are traveling to Dubai, when we did our first package, we charged 65,000 over Christmas for 5 days.
65,000?
Yes, that
Wow,
includes flights, accommodation, meals, and excursions. Right now, if you want a Dubai package now for New Year, you'd pay around 110,000 for the same package.
It's almost double.
Yes, almost double. And getting even a flight it's an issue. Getting a visa is an issue. So it means that the people who booked early will save more than a half.
Okay. Yes. All right, Martin, let me come to you and maybe speak to us on just creative ways of looking for holiday destinations. Because like you mentioned, many are stuck on certain things that we know. If it's coast, there are those who traditionally always go to the coast. But you don't always have to go to the coast. I mean, there's a time I went to Lake Bogoria, and it was off-season, and it was an amazing deal. I think we were 4 people in the hotel, so literally the waiters were there waiting for us throughout. So maybe just ideas and ways we can think different rather than going to just one destination.
Thank you, Michael. As I mentioned, if you look at, if you want a deal with the Mara Concord, today you're going to get a very good deal. I'm sure there are many, many other options. Simon has talked of booking early, but also sticking with a certain set of mind. You have the media and the Kenyans and the Kenya Tourism Board always talking about some hotels or the top class hotels. The fact is that Kenya has grown a lot in regards to tourism, and you have many, many new hotels that nobody talks about. It is also true, probably one can say it's their responsibility to market themselves, but also we as Kenyans can be able to go out to the internet, to agents like Simon, for instance, and find out which other options you have. For us at the Concord Group of Hotels, we have provided this kind of options. Although we have, for instance, 5-star hotels, the Concord Hotel and Suite in Nairobi, and the Bahari Beach Villas and the Mara Concord. We also have lower categories. We even have apartments, you know, Diamond Plaza apartments, Langata apartments. So there are many, many options that Kenyans have that you can buy from. Even now, you can go for home tourism, for instance. You can go for smaller outlets. All right. And you enjoy a lot.
Okay, Kate, as we wind up, what's the one thing that you're promising anybody who's coming for the Diani Beach Festival that they will take home as an experience?
Oh gosh, there's loads. It's a unique festival. It's completely unique because you never do you see music, sport, and lifestyle combined. You know, we have a brand new location, so this place has such a great atmosphere. It's, speaking from someone who's been there 10 times this year in Diani and to Diani Beach Club, you'll leave with a family. I think that's the main thing. You meet so many different people from so many different other places in the world, and you'll just leave feeling like you really want to come back.
You enjoyed yourself.
Yeah.
Simon, your closing comments, and what is it that you can tell Kenyans in terms of now, anybody who might be thinking, okay, I did book my holiday, I'll pay that premium price, but what's available?
I would like to tell Kenyans, if you have not booked your holiday, or is not lost until New Year, talk to Bond for Adventures. We'll be able to plan something for you. We'll go through, even if it's a little bit of a premium that you'll pay, we'll be able to give you memories and experience of a lifetime. But next time, please try to book early and pay pole and we will be able to give you a good experience.
A good deal. And the thing to do is start booking now. For those of you who haven't booked your holidays for this year, maybe just try booking now. Martin, your closing comments.
Thank you, Michael. For Kenyans, I'll tell them, try the Mara Concord. It's available. And there are many other options. There are apartments.
How much are we looking at
villas.
for a deal?
For a deal in the Masai Mara?
Yes.
Mara, today you can book a Mara at 16,000 for a double. And that's full board.
Full board. For
Yes.
how many days? 5 days?
That's per night.
Per night. Eh?
That's per night. But if you're talking of Mombasa, you're going to be paying 2-3 times of that. And that will be on bed and breakfast or half board at best. So I guess for Kenyans, I encourage them to look at other destinations, including the Masai Mara. You talk of transportation, the roads are made. It's not the roads that were there earlier. It's tarmacked all the way to Narok. You can be able to drive your small car or big car all the way to the road and get to the Mara Concord without much hassle.
All right. Thank you very much, Martin Mwangi from the Concord. We have Simon Kabu, the chairman and CEO of Bonfire Adventures. Thank you for joining us. And last but not least, Kate Snow, Diani Beach Festival Marketing Department. Thank you for joining us this morning. And I take this opportunity